What's going on, everyone? Trevor Hansen, Team Supra Boats Ambassador. Just got my new SL 550. I've had it for about a week, so I'm just kind of getting familiar with some of the new features and just going to walk you guys through some of the things that I've come to love on the SL and excited to show you guys. Man, so we're just out here today getting the new SL dialed in. I just got this boat. I absolutely love it. It is the perfect size boat for me. The way this boat drives, the way it handles, the amount of people, all the storage, just everything about it. The wake and the wave is so sick on this thing. I've been in an SE for the past 2 years and just really happy to be back in an SL this year. I absolutely love this boat. Can't wait to take you guys through it and show you all my favorite features. So I'm going to walk you guys through this SL and show you all the features that are on the boat, but I'm also going to highlight some of my personal favorite features. And there's a lot of cool things that are right here on the back of the boat on the SL. One thing that we've added this year is the optional step. So you can actually have a hydraulic step, buttons right here on the back. Step folds down underneath the platform, makes it super easy to get in and out of the boat. If you're someone that struggles to get up onto the platform, that step is a no-brainer. It's a really, really nice feature. One of my personal favorites and something that I use every single day when I'm out on the boat is the surf locker. The surf locker is fantastic. It's a humongous storage area right here in the back of the boat. Super easy access. You just lift this up and you've got a very large area. Right now, I've actually got 2 knee boards stored in here, and that's what I like about it, is that it's a good place to just throw anything. If you've got something that's a little bit too thick and you can't fit it in the racks like these knee boards, they fit back here. I use it a lot for wet life jackets, so I'm not having the kids bring wet life jackets onto the boat. We'll just leave ropes, life jackets, all that stuff right here on the back so that the kids can grab them, jump in the water, and then when they come back on the boat, they can just throw them right here in the surf locker, close it up. It's one of my favorite things on the whole boat. Something that I really enjoy is having the large storage area here in the back. It's really nice to have the tank subfloor. You've got the hard finished floor. You don't have to worry about any bags. You're not losing any storage. So it's nice to know that when I throw a water ski or throw any kind of bags or life jackets or anything in here, that as I'm filling ballast, I'm not, having anything jammed up underneath any seat compartments or anything. And it's just nice to know that that storage area is always there and it's very large, so it's great to have that. As you start to enter the boat, one of the features that my kids love the most are these flip-up seats right here on the back. So it's really easy just to pull these seats up, flip and lock them in. Man, the kids just really like hanging out here when we're swimming, anytime that we've got the boat parked and we're lounging. The kids immediately come pull these seats up. I don't use them a ton, but the kids absolutely love them. Obviously, the walkthrough is fantastic. It's nice anytime that you can not be stepping on your seats, so to have a nice clear walkthrough that you can come all the way down inside of the boat is very nice. Something else that's really great about the SL is just the wide variety of seating options that you have. So we've got the rear-facing seat here, and then here on the back, you can pull this back, drop it into place, flip it up, and then it becomes a table first. So you've got a nice raised table, which is actually very nice to have it raised up like that, and then it flips over and you've got your seat. This backrest flips up as well, so you've got a full backrest that goes all the way across, gets all of your passengers facing rear so that while you're enjoying the surfing that's going on, everyone's super comfortable and has a nice place to sit. One of the biggest noticeable changes from last year to this year on the SL is in the tower. And man, did they do some cool stuff to the tower. Everything about it is pretty much new and they did a really good job. One of the first things that people notice is the new DSD sound system is built into the sidewalls of the tower, and then you've got the built-in boxes on the top. The sound quality is really, really nice. Having that surround sound feel just makes it sound really, really good when you're sitting in the boat. And then all the little things that they did at the tower. They've got little hooks that they build up here for ropes and life jackets. The new board racks are super nice. They ratchet now instead of just a one clamp. It makes it to where different size boards, all that stuff that you're gonna put in there, it just fits really nice and is tight. Little hooks on the bottom of the racks for putting ropes and life jackets out to dry. It's a standard power tower, and so that's something cool from Supra, is that right out of the gates you're already getting the power tower folds down automatically. The bimini is one of the easiest biminis to operate in the industry, and it gives you a ton of coverage with surf storage up on top. They did a great job with this tower, and I love this thing. I mentioned that I really enjoy the storage in the back of the boat, and it transfers all the way through. So once you come into the cockpit of the boat, these storage lockers go all the way through. So if you're fitting water skis or large bags or anything like that, it goes all the way through, so you've got plenty of storage. It's very, very nice. Something that I really appreciate is the difference between the storage compartment here and here. They're separated, so whatever you put in here isn't gonna slide backwards. And I really like to put my bumpers and all of my tie ropes in this compartment, so that way when I'm pulling up to a dock, I can just jump in this seat and they're all right there and easy to get access to, and I know that they're not gonna slide around, so they're always in the same spot. This seat right over here is one that I pretty much get no experience in whatsoever because I'm in the captain's chair 99% of the time. But everyone that sits over here tells me that it's really nice, and I believe them. It's nice to be able to have a couple different options for sitting. You can throw your legs up, or this year, flip up this seat and you've got a place to put your legs and sit more vertical. It's got heated, it's single piece. You've got all of your stereo and light controls, and then when you add in the new DSD surround sound, sitting here is a fantastic audio experience, so this is a very comfy place to sit. Another one of my personal favorite features on the boat is that we do the cooler in the floor. It makes it super easy to access, so you can flip it up right here. Having it in the floor makes it nice. You don't have to have anyone stand up to get to any of your drinks. When I'm running wakeboard camps, I've got 6, 7 kids in the boat all the time, and they're constantly wanting to get into the cooler. With it being close to the driver's seat, I can help them easily get into the cooler without getting out of my chair, and it's just nice that no one has to stand up to get in there. So the captain's chair is where I spend 99% of the time when I'm sitting in the boat. I'm sitting right here, and so naturally this has to be a super comfortable area for me, and they've done a fantastic job with the integration of all the software, how you operate everything, the steering wheel controls, where the throttle is, how comfortable the seat is. Being able to electronically position yourself and then save those settings. You've got 2 driver presets over here that you can press and save where you want your driver's seat. They've just done a fantastic job with the captain's area. One of the absolute best things in the world is the way they integrated the thrusters. I use this thing all the time. It was a feature that I literally never thought that I would use. Driving a boat my whole life, I thought I wouldn't use the thrusters. I use this all the time. It's super easy. Just twist the top of the throttle knob. Using it to get in and out of docks is great, but I actually use it a ton for surfing and getting my rider into the position that they need to be in. If they're beginners and trying to get them a little bit further outside the boat so they don't have to deal with the wake right when they're first getting up, the thruster just makes it so easy to get them right where they need to be. So we talked about how comfortable the captain's chair is, but it's also super easy to use everything here on the screens. They made it very easy to use all the buttons that are on the steering wheel, the way that you operate the auto wake system, filling all your ballast, choosing your rider presets, everything's very simple to use. The screen over here allows you to control everything, and then you kind of have the screen up here that gives you more of your visuals, but you still have some control. This year they added a rudder indicator to where when you turn the steering wheel, it gives you a little indicator that lets you know where your rudder's sitting. That makes it super easy for either new or experienced drivers when you're either getting ready to take off with a rider, or if you're maneuvering around docks, knowing where that rudder is before you put the boat in gear is awesome feedback. The stuff that the software actually does and the performance aspect is great, but then how you use it and how you get to it on the screens is just very, very seamless and easy to use. The bow of the SL is one of my kids' absolutely favorite place to hang out. Pretty much as soon as they get on the boat, if they're not swimming, they're sitting up here in the bow. It's very comfortable, cup holders galore, really comfortable places to sit. All the seats are on hinges, which makes it really nice to be able to store stuff. Flip down armrests, just a fantastic design. So that's a pretty good walkthrough of the SL. You get a feel for the boat itself. But one of my favorite features about this boat and why I think that the SL is my favorite boat in our line is the performance and the wake and the wave on this thing. This size range seems to just put out a really nice wake and wave right out of the gates. The amount of ballast that's in here subfloor with 4,000 pounds of ballast, when you've got this thing full of fuel and full of the standard ballast, right out of the gates you've got an awesome wakeboard wake for all levels, whether you empty the ballast or fill it. And the same with surf. The wake and the wave shape right out the gates is really, really nice. Smooth transitions. It's got a nice little lip at the top. And it's quickly become one of my favorite boats in the line, and why I love having this thing. So we gave you guys a pretty good overview of the SL today. This thing is honestly so loaded with features that we'd have to make an hour-long video to take you through all of them. So if you want to learn more about the SL or any of the super boats in the line, go to superboats.com. There's also a dealer locator on there. You can hit up your local dealer and talk to them, and they will give you all the details that you need to know about whichever boat you want. But definitely check out the SL. This boat will definitely be one of your favorites. It is mine.